Polka. Thank you.
Citronówka.
Let's wait for their cherry.
Honey, they're gone. They're gone. Drink that, you'll love it. Oh, honey.
Okay, we're going to do an instrumental featuring Kelly on the piano right now. An old Aquilaires tune, one entitled the Oh Yeah Polka.
Finish it, finish it. I do with the bottle back. Finish it.
Come on, take it like a good
Come on,
Irishman.
drink it up, drink it up. Citronówka. Homemade citronówka. You'll like it. Polish lemonade.
Sweet.
You must have a lot of hours on your phone.
Well, Facebook Live is, you get...
So here we go, instrumentally, one entitled the Oh Yeah Polka.
Oh yeah?
Oh, yeah?
Real life we like to see.
Oh, yeah.
Take care.
Coś moja dziewczyna, my baby. Safe travels back to Chicago, Chicago. It's my kind of time.
You are very entertaining.
I try. I'm no Frankie Lishka, but you know, I try. Love you guys. Take care.
Pay attention, Kathy! Get at the bounce all out. This is when I used to sit in, you could just grab them like this. The trouble's crazy. We just give them like this.
Troy, it's saucy.
Hold that Polaris 2, one entitled Oh Yeah.
Oh God, it's saucy and juicy. Back in the red cooler back here.
Red color?
This is why you need honky.
You can thank Dave for that.
That's Dave? You're a good beer drinker? No, no idea.
That's a nice one.
Oh, that's it.
Thank you very much, Adam. That's Frankie, Dave.
Never steal from Dave. I was thinking that too.
Oh my gosh, was he a good student?
We're doing it. That's it.
Oh, I know. Yeah. No.
We sent you homework.
Got enough time for a couple more tunes. We're going to do one entitled You're My Baby featuring Frank. Once again out for Troy, Goblet.
Oh?
All done.
Oh?
All right, come on.
Go get some.
He's hiding a bourbon in the bag behind his drums.
Here we go. You're My Baby Polka. We got time enough to do 2 more songs. We're going to do one called Wiesz mnie Maryś, I Like Your Gołąbki.
Yeah, good times.
Got it. Let's go on.
Who are you pointing at?
Okay, we have time enough to do one more tune. We're going to say goodnight to everybody. But before we do that, we'd like to introduce all the guys and girls in the band. And starting over on my right, your far left, our skip and sax player, Mr. Dave Pietchik from Brunswick, Ohio.
Better known as Pete Peterzak.
Right next to that gentleman, we have a happy birthday boy. In 1 week, he's going to be 65. Medicare, yeah! Mr. Stevie Hayes on trumpet vocals.
Not quite that old though, just 59.
In the center, needs no introduction, Polka Hall of Famer, Mr. Frankie Lishka. Helping us out this weekend, today, our good friend and longtime old school player, concertina vocals, Mr. Steven Zelenik, as we call him, Huge.
Helping us out this year.
This year.
There you go.
And also, on piano and vocals, my lovely wife, Mrs. Kelly Walter. You're still Dave Walter. We're old school. From Cleveland, Ohio. Next year, we're going to try to play 2 jobs and double our schedule. So we're going to do one more tune before we close out this evening. We're going to do one entitled "The She Wants Me Polka."
Take it, Stevie.
Dave, it's so much pleasure just going through
Thank you, Sean. Eternal basement.
We'd like to thank the Cleveland Polka Association for having us and supporting polka music and keeping it in Cleveland. We've seen a lot of good old faces. We went up with some good old friends, and glad the CPA is still going strong. Thank you for booking Old School. We hope to see you all again. Drive carefully.
I do not. I
See
gave
you
away
again
the
next year,
beers that
maybe, for
needed
a
them.
long job.
Second on to Stefan.
It's so depressing.
We're going to play more.
Here we go. Right? She wants me.
Dziewczyno, ty mnie też chciała. Chciałabym jak chciała, ale nie takiego, żebyś był bogaty, koronek chciało. Za ciebie nie pójdę, bo na siły włosy. Bawi jak to bawi, aż na ciebie lubię. Nie będę się żenił, bo mnie taki lubi.
Rush, whatever you want, but we gotta sing.
No cherries, no polkas.
Oh, honey, I gave you my Polka.
He's our negotiator.
We had a special request for this song that we did earlier. We're going to do one entitled The Jolly Playboy Polka, especially for D.
Do you have any sausage and peppers left?
Color will play one measure until we get sausage and peppers.
Send this next tweet out for Steve Binkevich. We make the call of the booth. There we go, Jolly Playboy Polka.
Also for Bonnie Petonians. I got my start with Eddie way back in 1983. He broke my polka cherry. Speaking of cherries, are you out?
They're gone!
Are you sure?
Yes.
Then he threw you out. Bonnie's got.
Oh, yes, I do. Get up there, give him hell. Give him hell, honey. Yeah,
Get on your stool and play the song.
Look how upset I was.
Yeah, you're right. I could. That ain't happening.
One more time.
So we never got from
Dobranos.
Sing along. We need a sing along.
That means it's time to say goodnight, Harry.
We need a sing along.
No cherries, no sing along.
Good night, Irene. Come on. Good night, Irene. Eden. Yes, come on. We gotta sing before we leave.
We listen to Tom, but always.
Oh, I do all the time. Did you go to his benefit that he had in August?
Unfortunately, I wasn't.
I was there. You know what? It turned out very well. He's going to have another one next year.
Well, that's good.
And the same weekend. He's trying to get the same weekend.
Oh, awesome.
Oh my God, yeah. Same band. Well, yeah.
Deacon Burns was with us. In fact, he was He was watching a lot of the
Okay,
videos
good.
today.
We're going to
He's a
feature this is the
CPA
last
supporter.
two tonight. We wanted
Yeah.
to make sure we
I
would
work
all
for
just
him,
sing
he
along,
works
and
for
we're
me.
going to do one that Steve Zelenik did with us years ago. One entitled the Sing With Me Polka.
We struck up a friendship.
Oh, yeah.
You don't come any more sing along
And
than
he
that.
was so impressed last year that we went to so many events.
Oh, yeah.
He said we're the wandering polka travelers.
True.
My son over
Now
there.
go ahead, sing with me.
With the, that's my
nice.
son. And Tom.
So you were
From Sing with
98
Steve.
drinking here? Oh, wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
I had to work. I couldn't go. So, yeah.
We chose to go to IPA because we were originally going to the shrine in Doylestown,
Okay.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
The weather was going to be kind of iffy.
Yeah.
And I said, well, if it's going to be iffy, I'd rather be indoors.
Well, not only that, is they ended up having to change the pool party inside because it was iffy. Yeah, that was a good choice.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. See, I was up at Frankenmuth. Beautiful weather.
It's like a German village.
Oh, God, yeah.
Lesson for the caller.
So my name is Bernie. I'm on the
Happy
trustee
Labor
for
Day to all you
CPA.
guys, to all of you.
And your name?
Thank you all for coming. Drive safely.
Senior.
And
See you
where are you
again.
from?
About 40 miles northeast of Binghamton, New York.
Oh,
In
my.
a little tiny town called
Yeah.
Unadilla.
Can you still hear that?
Jeszcze jak wypije, to śpiewa w godzinie. To jeszcze jak wypije, breakfast bez zamanu śpiewa, lecz się nie gniewa. Ona zapoczyna, jak każdy z zamanu śpiewa, lecz się nie gniewa. Ona zapoczyna, śpiewacie noc całe. Śpiewajcie na głos cały, śpiewajcie śmiało. Jak każdy z nas śpiewa, jak się nie dały, ona zapoczyna. Jak każdy z nas śpiewa, jak się nie dały, ona zapoczyna. Nie śpiewają, bo te piosenki znają. Się przy mnie śpiewają, bo te piosenki znają. Jak każdy ze mną śpiewa, jak się z nim nie gniewa, ona zapoczyna. Jak każdy ze mną śpiewa, jak się z nim nie gniewa, ona zapoczyna.
Alan.
if we have to play one more, then bring Kevin Chess to come up here and play a horn. That's all there is to it. I'm not going to play another song. Steve and Kevin needs to come up here and play a song. Binky, 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 get up here. Come on. Big brown eyes. Come on. Get up here.
So I have to watch that off.
Yeah, we recorded that.
In fact, I have Okay, just so you know,
looks like we're done.
Re-election in November.
Hope everybody enjoyed the show. We'll be in the archives shortly.
We need cherries.
Enjoy the rest of your Labor Day holiday weekend.